today. I have not been fishing for almost 10 hours. I'm super excited. I'm out here fishing today with my good friend Justin on his beautiful yacht. And I got my producer Elliot, who's never caught a fish before. He's here fishing with us. I got Justin and I got Steve from Promar. We're going to talk to you all about this upcoming lobster season and all the great things that are going on. We are in the middle of a wide open calico bass bite. The fishing right now is absolutely insane. But I want to let you guys know what happened yesterday. War Heroes on Water is a spectacular event that I've been lucky enough to for the last 6 years. And I appreciate all of you that tuned into our podcast, and all of you that donated to War Heroes on Water. Thank you very, very much. But we were able to catch 2 legal white sea bass and 2 yellow tournament. We caught the only white sea bass that has been weighed in the tournament in 6 years. We weighed in the very first and the very second white sea bass, and then we weighed in the only yellowtail, and we weighed in 2 of those for the tournament. The boys had a phenomenal trip. They got 3 bluefin, 2 white sea bass, 2 yellowtail, limits of rockfish, a few calicos. It was absolutely a spectacular weekend of fishing. But I hadn't been fishing for almost 10 hours, so I came right out here with a buddy. Say hi. Come on, Justin.
Hello, everyone. How you doing?
And we're out here on a beautiful yacht, and we're having the time of our lives. And my producer, Elliot, is out here on the back deck fishing. Elliot, are you catching any fish? No, you haven't caught anything today?
Not yet. I caught 3 full calico bass already.
And he never caught a fish before in his life, and he's catching fish right here, right now, live. There is no other podcast on the planet Earth that shows you live fishing as it's happening. We're out here, and this is Steve from Promar. He's going to talk about hoop netting and what's coming in the future, because we got just another week, not even a week, right?
Well, Friday the 29th.
29th, opening day at season game. We're fishing a little spot. Most people don't know it. It's not marked on any maps. You would never even be able to find this if it wasn't for me being a member of your water guide. That showed up on the meter. It's kind of a hidden little spot. When the spot, yeah, it's crazy, gang. But here we are. We're hanging out here, trying to angle up his line as much as possibly can live. But what would those guys catch a fish? Let's do this podcast right. Gang, we're talking with Steve and about, let's close the window, the sun's just blaring. We're talking about the season coming up real quick. And Ben and Steve over at Promar are offering a phenomenal deal for our members or anybody that watches our show live. If you go and you enter the code, you get 8% on all the gear. That's pretty spectacular. There isn't any, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think anybody, other company is going to give you. Oh, wait a minute. There is no other companies that make the hoop nets anymore, is there?
That's right.
They're all out of business. That's too bad. We feel really good. But, gang, I want to just run in some trips. But what happened? Did the fishing game just throw us a curveball?
So Lobster Opener is shut down over in the Orange County area. It's actually Long Beach. What is the?
It's from Point Vicente all the way to the most easternly part of the federal break beach. That break wall all the way to Long Beach. Point is basically the closure area for recreational.
It's shut down until further, so they're going to do the 29th of this month.
Opening day, that's brilliant. There you go. Do you think that they're trying to?
I would say so.
You don't think it's the parabolic acid in the?
Yeah. So they found one fish with this parabolic acid in it that had some symptoms that may be harmful.
And then they did a retest on the 21st, and it was already safe levels, right, when they did that retest. So they're going to do a second assessment, or I don't know if it's a second or third or what assessment, on Friday. And based on that assessment, they're going to let us know when they'll be able to open, or if the delay will go on further. But we'll know Friday according to Fish and Wildlife, what's going to happen here.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully Friday. We'll know.
Gang, it sounds like a few people are having problems. If it doesn't come out right, you're not hearing this right, let us know, because my producer outside fishing right, a wide open calico. So he's out here. So he's not producing the show. We got a fish on. We got another fish on. Fish are biting all over the place. Don't Justin, they'll take that. But let's talk more about this lobster thing. But we can places, right? It's not just shut down everywhere.
So everyone from Long Beach, if you decide on an opening day or opening, I would hire somewhere else. There's other places. For one being one thing, but it's going to be a complete there. Off a little more new down the data point. So really, because there's a ton of.
And now you're going to be fishing over at Catalina?
We fish in Catalina, and if you'd like to book a charter me, it's boatlinesportfishing.com, or you can give me a call, 951-03-9442. I'll also come on your boat as a guide. I'm a licensed guide, and bring 5 hoop nets with me.
Keep talking, tell them all that.
So.
The other option for guys that are fishing, that want to still fish locally, would be Santa Monica Bay. I believe the only ramp that's 24 hours in that area is the Marina del Ramp. There's a hoist in Redondo. There's a hoist in Redondo that's only open for a certain amount of hours. So fishing, it's done at night, and then who knows when you guys get done. So the best option is probably going to be Marina del Rey for those guys that want to fish in the Santa Monica Bay area. As I said, you always go down south and fish. Just remember that you won't be able to fish Beach Harbor, San Pedro Harbor.
It just might be the connection, Dave.
I got it.
Let me have a look on my end.
Okay, we're going to keep this going, gang. We got Elliot's on the job here trying to figure this out, but just kind of listen to the parts that come through, gang. We're trying to fix this breaking up problem while we're talking, but keep going, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, so opening day, obviously it's going to be a zoo out there for everybody. Just remember, be courteous to everyone. We can all work together out on the water, okay? We don't need to put our nets on top of each other. You are going to see some people putting their nets right next to yours, but
okay, keep going. It's all good.
But yeah, as long as we're courteous to each other, we can all work together and we can all catch our limits of lobster.
One thing that you guys want to do right now in preparation for the opener is go through all of your gear. Pull all those hoop nets out, check for holes, get all that rope stretched out, make sure that everything looks good. There's no fraying, there's no kinks in there that are going to cause a problem on the opener day. Make sure that you got seal-proof bait cages.
Go fish. I want to
get enough gear that you need. Check all your gear, make sure it's okay, and then get anything that you need to repair before the season. You don't want to be out in the water and just have your gear start failing on you. Issues with your boat, get rope in your top on. So make sure all your gear is by the time you hit the water.
And then something I want to bring back around, because I was worried about the connections and all the things that were going on here, but Elliot says all fixed up now, so hopefully everything's good. Gang, I want you all to understand, because I've gotten so many messages at yoursaltwaterguide.com and so many phone calls talking about, hey, over because they won't let us fish. Remember what Steve said in the beginning. There's a certain area that's closed. We can still lobster fish. Do not panic. There's plenty of places to go. You can go fish in Santa Monica Bay, which is a phenomenal fishery. Catalina is a phenomenal fishery. Everything from Long Beach south or east to wherever you want, a phenomenal fishery. There's tons of places to go. They closed that little area. Don't panic. Everybody, we're all going to make it through this. I promise you. Do not go fishing. You're not going to die eating a lobster. If you eat cows or chickens, you don't care what you eat anyway. Just go out there. Justin, there's people on here that want to go hoop netting. They have a boat. They do have a boat and they don't know what to do. If they call you up, would you go fishing with them on their boat?
Absolutely.
Would you bring any gear?
I will. I'll bring up the 5 hoop nets, fully rigged, ready to go. Only thing we'll need is my knowledge of spots. I'll teach you, and also bait.
you believe he's willing to go with you on your boat and teach you how to fish? And then Steve and Ben over at Promar were nice enough to set Justin up with the proper gear so he has the right material. So when he shows up on your boat, he's going to have everything you need to be successful. Like Steve was saying, check your gear. Make sure you have everything. Make sure you have 20 bait jars or bait tubes, of seal-proof bait tubes. Make sure you have 20. If you have 10, that's not enough. What if you lose one? But I like to switch the bait out throughout the trip. A couple hours into it, I'll put 10 more brand new fresh tubes inside with the old tubes. I don't take the old tube out and throw it away. I put them 2 at a time, but I start with 1. All this stuff will be taught to you by Justin.
Yes.
Then if you don't have a boat, you don't have the opportunity to go out there, you can call it up, go fishing on the boat that we're on right now, and you can go to these lobsters. You don't have to have any fear of being in the wrong area. I can't read the regs. It's all cool. And then if you go with Justin and with all the right gear, and you're like, I want exactly what he used. Justin has Steve's phone number. You can call Steve, tell him, hey, this guy needs this stuff. Can you help us out? Because we understand sometimes that we have some age on here. We don't really know how to use the internet and all that stuff. Justin's phone number is available. We'll help you. We want you to go out there and enjoy this lobster thing. And Carol, she loves lobster. And that's the number one thing besides. Oh, I'm just all over my phone. Oh, how wonderful. Maybe I need to get some sleep.
So I someone on here wanted to say my phone number again. My phone number is 951-703-9442. Whether you have a boat or you don't have a boat, I have charters available as well. So that's bowlinesportfishing.com.
And always check out the website. Promar Ahi USA. I'm going to put the QR code up for you right now, which is maybe we're going to put it up. I don't know. How do I use this computer? I got water on my fingers.
So when
this is fun. Keep going.
Boat,
it's still.
Your boat, or if you come out with me on my boat, you can see what gear I'm using if you're not sure of what to use. And then if you like it, you can promarahi.com, just the right gear, and you can use the code YSBG to get the promo code. Get 10% off, right?
Yeah, and you can even give us a call directly if you have any trouble. Like Dave said, some people just have a hard time on websites. If for any reason you're having a hard time, give us a call. I'll personally walk you through it, and then I'll actually enter that code for you, your Saltwater Guide exclusive code for your order. You'll get that 10% off. Your gear shipped right to your door, so you can take it out and go fishing.
Remember, we give away a bag of swag on the first of every month. Comes from Steve directly. You guys, all you have to do is grab that QR code right now. By entering into the website, no purchase necessary. That's going to enter you into the contest to win the free bag of swag. And we'll give that away on October 1st. Grab the QR code right now. It's free. It's not going to hurt you. Don't be afraid. Scan the QR code. That'll take you to the website. While you're looking around in there, you'll be shocked at all the products that Promar Ahi makes. You use them every single day. Bait scoops, landing nets, gaffs, live
everything. Cedar plugs,
live deception flash jigs. They're just so excited out there trying to catch fish. They caught us all off guard. We thought they had a big whopper. Yeah, they thought we had a big whopper. But Steve, so what's all the products you have? Just let people know, because they hear it from me all the time, but we have fish today.
So the thing about Promar is we actually have 2 companies, 2 brands. You're going to have the Promar side of things, which is Promar Nets, and then you got Ahi, which is Ahi USA. Promar is primarily going to be the lobster stuff, crabbing stuff, landing nets. We do gaffs. We do a variety of items. And then on Ahi side, we do all the jigs, cast nets. We do some squid jigs, as well as rods, jigs, everything for the bait. The main thing with Ahi is we try to cover every gamut or every aspect of fishing, sport fishing. So whether it's East Coast, West Coast, Northeast, Northwest, or Southeast, Northwest, North, South, whatever, everything, we cover every aspect. We can pretty much cover in the United States as far as gear-wise that we offer something for. So We have everything. Check out our website. Check out our catalog, promarahi.com. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call. Phone number is 310-1588-81. We'll talk to you. We'll walk you through whatever you need as far as solution-wise, and we'll be happy to help you.
Yeah, so if anyone's having an issue catching those yellowfin tuna or even the bluefin tuna, these have been killer lately. These are the daisy chain cedar plugs. And what's very interesting about it, which I just learned.
Oh, you hooked up? Okay, hold on. We got to go out here. Elliot's hooked up, though. Elliot, this is going to be a... You let go? Oh, for gosh sake. See what happens when I leave him by himself out there? Just fumbles.
So what's cool about the... He's back on.
Again? Oh, he's in. Let's go try this again. Hang on, folks.
No, look at this.
Oh, my gosh. His bait looked through a blender. We can't keep... Elliot, we can't keep doing it. We can't catch a fish.
Look at this bait.
No, we don't want it. We're not here to look at bait. Okay, so this live deception daisy chain that we're talking about, this is the anchovy pattern. This matches that anchovy. Those fish you see out there foaming every day, they're eating these anchovies. And look at, we got 3 inch, we got 6, all in a chain together. So we got you covered in the pattern. Tell me a bluefin or a yellowfin that's eating anchovies isn't going to jump on this thing when it goes flying by that big old, right?
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to jump right on that, gang. Don't be silly. Jump on the website. Go over there and look at all the stuff. But back to what Steve was saying. It's 2 separate companies, so you got to understand that, all in the same house. And he wants to help you get your product. Now, you can go out to the tackle stores. We support every tackle store. But a lot of us just want the stuff delivered to our house. And
exactly. So with us, we ship same day as long as you order it before about 2 o'clock. We'll ship it right to your door. Dave said we do support every tackle store. Every tackle store in Southern California has our products. But sometimes, if you know, there's guys that live inland, there's guys that live away from the water, and it's not so easy to a tackle store that carry products. So that's why we offer a lot of our gear online, and we make it easier for those guys. One thing to consider is when you're out shopping and you're out looking at these jigs, our jigs, specifically with the live deception, anything that has that live deception name on it is going to be a real fish image that's printed directly on the jig. So it's not a wrap. What tends to happen with wraps is after you catch a few fish that are toothy, which, you know, tuna are, all that wrap starts deteriorating. It gets cut up and it just starts falling apart. All of our jigs are, the image is printed directly on the wood cedar plug or the lead jig. And what that does is it makes it 10 times more chip resistant than any other jig on the market. You can beat those things as rocks when you're rock fishing. You can catch a bunch of barracuda or any like that. You won't see a bunch of the paint flaking off. It'll look great. You can keep using it, and it'll always look enticing to those fish that you want to catch.
absolutely, that is a phenomenal way to explain it, because of the fact that I catch so many. I know I'm Brent, but we catch so many fish, and you look at our lures and stuff. They still have the was it a paint? Yeah, it's a paint. They're painted on there, gang, and the stuff stands up like crazy. I talk about the live deception flash lures all the time. That paint on those things stands up like you can't even believe. And those things, we're banging them on the rocks when we're fishing reds. We're banging them over in the tackle box. Then we're casting them into the foamers of the bluefin. They're ready to go. Yeah, we've heard that before. What's he got, a big bait? Okay. Okay, this may be it. Okay, maybe I'll see Elliot catch a fish. Think. Is he doing it? Elliot, are you doing it?
I'm doing it.
No way, Elliot. Come on, buddy. Look at that beautiful fishwork shirt on. Look at this. Elliot's on. Hooked up, gang. Like I said, I haven't been out fishing for almost 10 hours, so I was jonesing. Had to get out here and do this today. Kelly, fishing for our fish. Calico, it's a big one. It's a big one in the Promar net. In the Promar net. Look at that, Elliot. Show everybody your big whopper bass.
Check it
Come
out.
on. Look at that.
Promar net.
Look at that.
On your boat.
Look at that. Elliot, let Elliot hold it. There you go. 5. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you that are sorry, you can't see how bitchin' this is, but that is a bass. But let me tell you, I'm out here with Justin and Steve and Anthony, and these guys are fish conservationists. So we're going to do something I don't do. We are going to release this bass. This is something you won't see very often, especially coming from me. Go ahead.
Definite keeper, about 15 inches.
But look at, we're going to throw it back. That almost
how good this would be, though?
Makes me cry. They taste just like fish. Goodbye, little calico. All right, back to business. Good job, Elliot. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Thank you.
You don't understand what a big day this is. Elliot's caught his first fish ever in his life, his second fish, his third fish, his fourth fish, his fifth fish, sixth fish, and his 20th fish. He's got calico bass, first time he's ever fished. That's what advantages to being a member of your Saltwater Guide gang. I can't emphasize this enough. Oh my gosh, they're bit again. They got another big whopper. Elliot's on again. We'll let you watch him from back behind us. But gang, if you're ever wondering, gosh, I just want to learn some spots. Lobster fishing. You guys were just on Let's Talk Hookup, right?
Yeah.
You guys were talking about that about how it is to have spots to fish, right?
That'd be one of the most frustrating things when you're first getting into doing this, right? I mean, you get out there, you spend all this time and money, and you hear people talk about places, and you know, we know as people that we spend some time on the water which place to go to that might fit their structure, current, but they just don't hold for whatever reason. Well, there's that Dave and Justin and all these guys put together where it's like a pretty much a guarantee that you're going to have success by going there. And there's only one guy that offers online.
Only one.
And you guys know who that is. So that is the biggest tip that you can get so that you don't have a frustrating night. When you're out there getting wet, it's cold, you're spending money, you're spending time away from your family. That's a big advantage that you can have by having your saltwater guide or participating with your saltwater guide and getting those spots and helping you out.
Thank you, Steve. Let me tell you something. Do this. The next time you see one of your neighbors or one of your friends coming home with a bunch of lobsters, just do this. Walk up to them and ask them, where did you catch those? And let me know how they answer. Because I promise you, oh, Elliot's on again. It's crazy. Wild fishing here, gang. I'm not making this stuff up. It's happening right now. We don't have these things in a pen. We're actually
if you look at the other websites, they say the fishing is really slow locally. We're in this secret spot right now, and it's wide open.
It's as good as it could possibly be. All you got to do is get your bait wet.
Just go on yoursaltwaterguide.com, become a member, and you'll find out exactly all the hot spots and what's going on to the minute.
Gang, I got 4,100 members of the website. My name is humongous in the industry. You can Google me and you can find out if it's real. I'm telling you. We bring in phenomenal guests like Steve and Justin every week. We're bringing in great guests on the podcast. These guests aren't coming because I'm lying. They're not coming on the show because I'm a booger eater. They're coming on the show because they know the power of your saltwater guide. The membership base is insane. They got another fish going out there. They want us to film them, but we're talking. We're doing some business here.
Every bait is a bite.
It's just unbelievable. And what is really funny, I love to pat myself on the back. Yesterday I took the War Heroes fishing for 2 days. We caught yellowfin or bluefin tuna, white sea bass, yellowtail, limit to rockfish, calico bass, at a totally different place than I am right now. Now I'm back here on the beach. I drove the boat home at 4 o'clock this morning, got to the beach, jumped in my car, drove up here, met Steve and Justin on the boat, and now we're out here fishing again at another spot, catching more fish. And all this stuff is not a secret, gang. I give it all away. I let everybody know what's going on all over the place. My website, we share everything. Pete, what are you doing? I'm in the middle of a podcast.
Every time we look back,
hey, we got world famous Pete Grossbeck. You're on the podcast now.
David.
What?
Call me later.
Oh, you don't want to be on here?
I don't want to interrupt your...
Okay, Pete. Bye, Pete. That was Fisher in the IGFA Hall of Fame. Those are the kind of people we talk to all the time. Pretty easy. He called me. I didn't call him. Imagine that.
And you answer your phone call.
And I answered him in the middle of the podcast. Gang, I talk to every one of my members on a daily basis. I try to talk to everybody, and I share all the information. I love fishing. As soon as this podcast is over, I'll be back out there. I've been standing at the rail for an hour catching calico bass after calico bass after calico. And I've had about 3 hours of sleep in the last 4 days, but I don't care. I love to fish. He always says, if I could piss a puddle, I would fish in it. He's on again.
He can't
Oh
stop.
my gosh. Another flipping fish. Steve, have I been able to help you catch any fish in your life?
Absolutely.
We catch some fish sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Remember when we went to Florida? That was so much fun. When we were in Florida catching fish on a lake we'd never been to before in my life. It was foamers
bass
everywhere in the afternoon. Bass up foaming, big schools of shad or something, and bass flipping all over the place.
I had never seen anything like that.
We had Kenny Mullet just laughing so hard, and that guy's a professional bass fisherman, and he'd never seen anything like it before. I don't know. Luck is just following me around as far as the fishing thing goes. You go on the website, Justin. You're very active on there all the time. Justin asks answers questions from the members. Steve's on the website answering a lot of Promar Ahi questions, gang. We've built a phenomenal community with zero negativity. You're not allowed to share negative stuff. You're not allowed to tell us that we don't know what we're talking about, because we already know we have no idea what we're talking about.
Just found this spot.
Yeah, I just got lucky. I just found Justin and Steve on the side of the road. They were hitchhiking, and I picked them up. They said they were waiting for their Uber.
I commandeered this boat.
And then he said, hey, let's go down to the harbor and steal a boat. Now we're on this boat out here fishing. Gang, I just want to tell you, it's a lot of fun. Steve loves to fish. He's got a couple of children. Whenever he has a break, he gets to go fish. He loves to fish. Justin loves to fish. I love to fish. The website's full of people that love to fish. Don't be afraid to get involved. Go. Grab that QR code or call me. 949. Listen to this. I own the website. I own the podcast. I'm on the day. I share everything. And I'm going to give you my phone number. And I post my phone number everywhere. It's very easy to find. Go to any bathroom in America and it's on the wall. But 949-374-0786. If you're afraid to put your credit card in, you want a free look at the website, I will give you a free look. The only people that don't enjoy the website are people that have never seen it. I got a lot of people that sign up to never watch a video. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Right before this show, someone called you, and you gave them a free look.
You've been answering calls all day today?
All day.
It's pretty wild.
Not even just clicking them off like I do sometimes. He just answers every one of them. Every single one of them.
A lot in my hand fishing calicos, and I'm holding the phone like this, catching calicos. Because I love to fish, but I love to talk about fishing, gang. I'm going to let you guys know that I'm going to go to Ward's Banquet tonight, and then I'm going to fly Pablo tomorrow. So tomorrow's podcast will probably be around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but you can hear it across all social media after it goes live. It'll do it tomorrow at 2 o'clock when I get to my house. So it will not be a 12 o'clock podcast tomorrow. It'll be 2 o'clock. But today is Promar Ahi USA Tuesday. We always share products with Promar on Tuesdays. Thanks to Steve and Ben over at Promar. They've been a big supporter of me for a very long time. We've been together for, man,
at least 10 to 15 years now.
Yeah, we've been together for a long time because my beautiful wife went out and caught a 18 3/4 pound lobster, and that made Steve and Ben a phone call. No, we were talking before that, but when Kelly Girl caught that giant lobster, it took Promar to another level. It took me to another level. Thank you, Kelly Girl, for catching that giant lobster and posting it all over social media, because that was wild. 18 3/4 pound lobster. Now, I know a lot of you on here caught way bigger lobsters, but you know what you did? You forgot to tell anybody. You didn't take a picture. Kelly Girl gave hers to the aquarium in Long Beach, which was pretty spectacular. And that just shot us off to the moon. Oh my gosh, Pablo was supposed to go today.
Where's he at?
I screwed up, and I didn't send him a link. My God, what the heck? Hold on, Pam. I'm sending
that promo code for promo?
Hold on. Hey, Elliot.
Elliot.
No.
Elliot.
Hand the rod to Anthony. Hold on, we're going to get you on here, Pablo, because Pablo had a phenomenal trip.
How's it going?
How do I get Pablo on the show right now?
So
Can I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, here's Elliot. We're gonna don't panic, folks. Don't panic, ladies and gentlemen. Here?
Yahoo?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I think so.
You just go
Hold on, everybody.
Go to my mail. Staying in there, Pablo. We're gonna get you on here live right now. We're gonna get you. Goodness sakes. Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. Steve, talk to him for a minute. Tell him about Promar you want. What do we need to get for?
How about these? They're very important.
Yeah,
You need to find
what is
out
it?
where your hoop when you put them in the water. It's on the float.
Yeah, put them on the float.
Talk about it.
Two settings. There's something. So what I tend to do when I'm is as I put my hoop nets out, I'll do one setting solid and my because we got 10 hoop nets out there. You to get confused on what you pulled or what you need to pull. So what I do is I start them on. As I work my set 1 through 10, I'll switch over to flashing. So if I pull 3, then there'll be 3 flashing and then 7 solid, and then keep doing that.
It's in his email.
All right, Pablo, you got the link. Log on.
And that way you
Thank
know
you,
what's
Elliot.
pulled and what
Go
hasn't been
fishing.
pulled.
It's all right.
And so the way that I use these is what I do is my first net that I put out, I'll put it on blinking. And then my last net, my 10th one, I'll put that one on blinking. That way I know where my beginning and my end is, so I know which ones to pull in between.
Wow, that is great. Get Steve back in here. That's some great knowledge. We got Pablo going to be joining us in a few minutes. We just sent him the link because my producer's here, thank God, and he was able to jump on there. Could you imagine if Captain Dave was trying to figure that thing out right now? So, Steve, what do you think is the most important part of your arsenal of the lobster thing? What do you think you got to have that you just have to have?
Well, besides the hoop net, obviously, I would say the seal-proof bait cage. And I mean, I heard you hammer on this earlier. Having more than just enough for each hoop net. So having 20, 25, 30 seal-proof bait cage or bait cages, whatever you want to use. I primarily use a seal-proof because we know that we have a huge sea lion problem here in Southern California. And the best way to mitigate that is with those tubes. So I always have at the very least 20 of these on the boat ready to go when I have 10 hoop nets. And I'm a firm believer in as much bait as you can get. Bring too much bait when you're going out hooping. I've actually put 2 of these in before just because to be honest, if I'm out there with a bunch of people around me, I want to have more bait than them in my hoop net because I want to draw all the lobsters to my hoop net. So having more than anything is most critical or the most important thing when I'm going out hooping.
But look at how easy this is to operate as well.
Just a few minutes, Pablo. We're bringing you on, so get back in there.
Super easy. Clip it on. Every time we look, they're catching fish. Super easy. Clip it right on the net. And done. Done deal. You need to change it out. Twist. Pull. Done.
And then what's another important thing you just brought them inside here that people don't understand? You must have these. Every passenger on the boat has to have these, no matter 80-foot Viking or a 20-foot skipjack with 2 people. Everybody has to have one of these.
Right.
Lobster gauges. Look at all these. These are my personal. I have a ton of them on.
If it's you, buddy, and the wives aren't participating, they still need to have a lobster gauge on them, and they need to have their lobster card as well. So one thing to be aware of is you need a lobster card when you're fishing for lobster. It doesn't matter if you're on a pier. You obviously don't need a fishing license on a pier, but you do need your lobster card if you're participating in hoop netting. And if you're a minor, if you're under the age that you don't need a fishing license, you still need a lobster card. So if you take your 10-year-old son out on your boat and you guys are hooping, he needs a lobster card as well. So everybody needs to have a lobster card who's participating in hoop netting.
Absolutely. And you got to have that lobster card filled out before you throw your hoop net in the water. The only part you can't fill out is how many you got. But every other box must be filled out before the hoop nets go in the water. And that is a easy ticket for them to write. And they love to write that ticket. That's the first thing they're going to ask you. Okay, hold on before we lose him because he's having some internet problems. Pablo, welcome to the show. Nope, he's gone. We almost had him for a split second there, but all right, back to what we were talking about. So that lobster card, gang, is the first thing they're going to ask you when they crawl on the boat. When they get on the boat, they're going to say, hey, where's your lobster cards? Yeah. And usually, like on Justin's boat, you got them filled out. They're sitting in here in the salon. They're just all filled out. Licenses are in one stack. Lobster cards are in the other stack. And he makes sure on his way to wherever he's going that one of his crew members fill them all out. Better make sure you have a pen. How many times have we not had a pen and we're in a mad panic?
Pens because you can get one wet and it won't work.
Exactly. Yeah. And then one thing to consider too is if you're moving spots, you need to fill that card out before you leave that spot that you're leaving, and then pre-fill out for the spot that you're going to. So that's an easy ticket as well. That's something that you need to keep in mind as well. I know some people like to fish outside of the harbor, then they come inside and fish the break wall. Well, that's two different spots. So make sure you fill those out before you leave.
There he is. Pablo, welcome to the show, buddy.
What's up, guys? It looks like your office is better than mine today.
We're having a great day out here fishing, and you got to stock up on all the Promar products, so you're ready for the season to start here pretty quick, and you don't have the closures down there in San Diego like we have up here. So
I know. I hate to say not yet, but, give him time. Give him time,
Yeah, we're not going to say anything like that. The Fish and Wildlife are totally on our side. We're never going to talk negative about them. We love them. They're my favorite human beings, them and sea lions.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome.
Real quick, I know you had a phenomenal week fishing. I know you've had epic fishing. And just talk about real quick what you got going on, though. You got the season opens up on the 29th, Steve?
29th, Friday the 29th, 6 p.m., guys.
And Pablo's running charters down there in San Diego to go hoop netting. Plus, he's doing the same thing Justin's doing. He's willing to come with you on your boat and teach you how to hoop net on your boat. And he just picked up phenomenal product from Steve. He drove to the warehouse and was able to stock up on the product. So he's ready for you to hire him. So talk about the lobster thing just a few minutes, and then I want to talk about all that tuna you caught.
Oh, yeah, like he said, hey, Steve, how's it going? Justin, everybody. Good. Hey, Steve. It was great going up there to check out their setup. Amazing setup there. The showroom's awesome. Kate and I went up there and, felt like a kid at Christmas, man. Picked up all the good stuff for the lobster season that starts Friday. Unfortunately, I'm not rocking my Promar hat. I apologize, Steve. I just didn't get the link. So, but I am going to be rocking it all weekend and all season. The gear's fantastic. It's what I've always used, and very, very special thanks to Promar and Captain Dave for setting all that up. And I just can't wait to get going. We're going to start this Friday coming up. Well, yeah, this Friday coming up. I can't believe it's right here. And then, and on all season. We got Mission Bay. That's going to be my hot spot, maybe San Diego Bay, but there's really no need to go anywhere but Mission because it's right there, and there's a ton of bugs everywhere. So, yeah, I'm really pumped and excited to go. We're going to be doing all kinds of different things for the hoop netting season. We're going to be doing open party, which I usually don't do. So that's kind of a special deal, only for the lobster, for the hoop netting. We're going to be doing an open party for that. And you can contact me on my website. He just put up the QR code, or you can call me at 619-431-3070. And believe it or not, I've only got booked a few so far for lobster because nobody really pays attention until everybody starts getting lobster. Then it's going to be booked up. Then you won't be able to get on with probably anybody in a little bit, but not a pressure tactic at all, but just get while the getting is good because we're going to be out there. I'm going to try to be out there every night this season.
Wonderful. As far as that hoop netting goes, that's phenomenal. And there's his QR code right there. You can grab Pablo. You can get a hold of him. He's got his phone number on there, everything. But we got a lot of people on the podcast level that don't get to see the video. So before we jump into what you did this week about tuna fishing, just drop your number real fast, and then we'll go into the But no, do it slow so people can get it. There's a lot of old people like me on here that aren't very quick at writing. I always have to have Kelly write for me because I don't even know how to write. But tell him your number, and then let's talk about your tuna.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah, it's 619-431-3070. 619-431-3070. And it's FernandezCharters.com or at Fernandez Charters on Instagram.
All right. Thanks, Pablo. So, hey, gang, listen to what Pablo did this week. Talk about your tuna fishing because it's been nothing but insane, right?
It's been insane, and fortunately, I co-captained a boat in my marina, and they asked me if I could go, and I said sure. I had somebody else run my boat for the weekend, and basically, We went out Friday night, and we got over to the spot, which happened to be near the corner. So what I did is should I give too much location or not?
No, no more.
Okay,
You want
so
the
near
location?
the corner. Near the corner,
Right.
I'll just give you that hint. Somewhere on the compass, somewhere within 50 miles of the corner.
There you go. That's pretty good. That pinpoints it pretty well.
Anyway, we got out there and we were marking them just a little bit here and there all night long, just singles, ones and twos, nothing worth really stopping on. We had the sonar going and didn't really get anything on the up and down. And then gray light started showing up, and we started noticing just little temp breaks and things like that. And then a couple little wolf packs would come through. And then we marked a pretty decent school. We were all by ourselves. Started throwing ones and twos of bait to get them to come up. They were down about 150 feet. Then they came up to about 100, then 80. We just kept circling them, kept feeding them a little bit. Then once they were about 50 feet, we started putting out some baskets, and man, it was game on until we left because they didn't stop biting the whole day, and we were the only ones there. Loaded up. Well, the first day we got 10 bluefin for the 5 passengers, and they didn't want any more. They said, we're done. Let's go home. Great day, best day of fishing ever. So we headed back to the dock pretty early. Right when we got back in, we actually got asked to run another group leaving that night. So we just did a quick turnaround, went back out. This was only 3 guys, father and 2 sons, and 3 of a crew. So it was like one-on-one for these guys. We went out to the same general area, a 50-mile radius of the corner, and we found a great location. Again, weird. It was the same spot. And we did the same thing, and this time we got 8 bluefin, like right off the bat. Just boom, 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 as quick as you could get them. Couple smaller grade 10-pounders, 20-pounders, and we got some 60, 70-pounders, 80-pounders too. So we loaded up on 8 of those guys, and then the yellowfin started filling in, and it was just well, we got a hookup out there.
Look at that calico Elliot just caught.
And
Look at
another
that,
one.
Elliot.
Up again. It's full speed. I'm sorry. We're just stopping for a minute. It's full speed.
Yeah,
Full speed.
Look at the size of that calico.
Look at that big old boy.
look at
Beautiful.
that guy.
Fish came off. I'm sorry. Okay.
Hey, that's okay because they're letting them go anyway. So whatever.
Oh, I hate that.
I know you do. It's funny.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us on the boat. We should have 30 of those things dead.
Hey, we did some damage to those guys the other day, so don't worry about it. I got
All right. So I can feel a little bit better. I was
Yeah,
able
yeah.
to kill a bunch of fish the last couple of days, so I've almost got my fill. But yeah, this is
Yeah.
really hurting me bad.
You're not going to get your fill, Dave. You don't ever get your fill.
No, it won't ever happen, bro. Hey, gang, I want you to understand, if you go over to yoursaltwaterguide.com and you check out the community, you've built the most phenomenal community. Pablo, Steve, Justin, Elf, Sonny up in the Channel Islands. We're all posting what we're doing out on the water every single day on the community. We're also sharing, and then we have that game plan that comes out every Thursday that puts you right on the fish. Gang, my game plan was phenomenal for the War Heroes on Water. I executed my plan. Even though all my bait died, I was still able to go catch my guys a few fish because I had a well-executed plan. Today, we started out with my plan, and my plan absolutely sucked. So we went to Justin's plan because we're fishing in his backyard, and
It's his
all
zone.
of a sudden, here we are just knocking the ever loving crap out of them. But I'm pissed because we're not killing them. It's just breaking my heart. These calico bass were put on the planet for Dave Hansen and Kelly Hansen. Yeah, his hand hurts. He's going. My hand hurts. Oh, that's terrible.
Lots
We've
of
been
regret.
an hour
There's going to be 100 boats here tomorrow.
at the secret spot.
Yeah, secret.
Pablo, did
That's
you
going.
share what you did over on the community?
Yeah, I did. I shared it on the community, and if you guys become members, you get all that info, and you get access to the actual numbers and the actual exact locations. But that's privilege for members because, you know, if you believe in it and you take part in it, we will hook you guys up. We'll get you on the fish, or at least we'll get you the best opportunity that you can have, because we got Justin up there, we got Sonny north of him, we got me down south, and man, it's a great community. We've been working great together, and we'll get you guys on the fish, but you got to join up, or you get the 50-mile radius area.
And as soon as you guys are tired of sucking at fishing and you want to be telling stories like Pablo and Justin get to tell every day with their members and their clients and their people that they take fishing, if you want to talk to Steve about honing in on your lobster skills, these guys calls, but as soon as they find out you're not a member, the information's going to slow down rapidly. It may even stop. Steve will still take your money, though. You can buy the products over there, but if you want the real information, you got to become a member. And I don't know what you're all waiting for. I know. $9, Dave, $9. I gotta go. Oh my god, two more going. I can't help. But I understand $9 right now with what's going on in the world. $9 when you're paying $6 for a gallon of gas. I know $9 for a monthly membership is really hard to come up with. I am offering you a free look for Foresight and see if Pablo's over there. See if all these questions are being answered, and see if all this information is being shared. You can check it all out, right, Pablo?
Absolutely. I mean, it's the best resource. Everything's figured out for you. There's a million ways to do all the stuff that we do, but these are true, proven methods, and they're very efficient. It's going to save you a lot of time, money, and just watch the videos and call us anytime if you're a member, and we'll get you guys on the fish or the lobster.
Yeah, and I was watching a video the other day on CNN, and Joe Biden said, you got to have a plan. You just have to have a plan. So I, in my heart, believe you got to have a plan. I mean, the president of the United States says you got to have a plan. You better have a damn plan, because you know he does. He has a plan. I have no idea how to get. I have no idea how to get access to that plan, but he's got a plan. No, I'm just kidding. I think he's the greatest president we've ever had in the history of the planet. He's done more in less time than anybody. I've never seen anything like that. He does way more than any other president did in such a short time. It was incredible. You don't have a clue who I voted for, so I don't want to hear
Pablo's
your.
not even doing anything.
This is my poker face.
All right, cool. Poker face. You have no idea who I voted for, so don't even worry about it. All right,
Yeah.
Ken? Try to read between the lines. That's all I can say. Pablo, thank you for being a part of the show. I hope you book up some trips real quick for this lobster thing. Steve and I and Justin are going to finish up the show. We love you, Pablo. Thanks for being a part of my family, man. I really appreciate everything you and Kate.
I appreciate it. And lastly, I'm going to make it real quick, but I just was finishing the story. We caught 8 bluefin. The yellowfin showed up. We went full speed on 30 yellowfin, got crew and passenger units, and then one more bluefin, and we headed home. We were back before dark.
Yeah, and then you got to fillet all those fish.
Great job, Pablo. Good job.
Luckily, I only had to do some of them.
Nice. Good job, my friend. Good job. What's the matter?
Thanks for
Marlin? We got a marlin. A wahoo. It's a wahoo here in the green water platform. Gang,
all right, guys.
Pablo, thank you, Pablo, for being a part of the show. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks, buddy.
All right. Thanks, Cap.
So back to this lobster thing. We're wrapping it up here. We're going to get out there. I'm Jones, and calico bass are biting full speed, and I'm standing here talking to everybody. Steve, Justin, one more quick thing. What do you got to say about lobster fishing? Anything that you can add to this?
It's going to be a phenomenal year this year. We're going to catch tons of lobsters. Last year, I think I caught 300 to 400 of them on our record. That's for the charters and everything, not myself. But yeah, if you want me on your boat, it's 951-703-9442. If you want to book charter with me on this boat, this is a 40-foot yacht, Sportfisher. You can go to boatfishing.com, or you can, they're catching fish though. Yeah. Or you can go ahead and give me a call at the 951-703-9442. And when I do come out on your boat, I'll bring lobster nets, the full rigs. And if you like them, you can go to promarahi.com and buy them with a YSWG code for 10% off.
And guys, now with all the resources that Dave offers, that we offer on our website, there's no reason why you should get frustrated throughout the season and stop doing it. The season is, 6 months long, 5 months long. You should be doing it all 6 months, other than the bad weather days, but there's no reason why you should give it up early on. There's plenty of lobster out there. I know guys that are catching, limiting out at the end of the season, the middle season, at the beginning of the season, the whole season. So make sure that you guys, if you're having a tough time, reach out to us. We're here. I mean, if you're a member of your Saltwater guide, then, call Dave up. Explain to him what's going on. He'll be happy to help you, or Justin will be happy to help if you guys want him to come out with you guys and show you the ropes, or give us a call at Promar and we can help you as well. So make sure to use all the resources that you have at hand, guys.
You never have to suck unless you're into it. That is totally your option. If you want to suck and try to figure this out on your own, you go out there and you go right ahead. I wish there would have been a resource when I first started doing it for a living. I could go and gather up spots, because I'll tell you what, 2006, when I first started taking people hoop netting for a living, I was trying to figure it out on my own, and it was gnarly. Gang, I'm going to take this outside for just a second.
So
They're
quick,
doing...
The other thing as well is you'll see online that people say, oh, lobster season sucks. They're 1 month into it. No one's catching any lobsters. That's because they're not members of the website. Seriously, it's not a sales promo or anything. They're not members. We fish all season long and kill the lobsters. We get tons, limits almost every time. If we go local, we get at least a few keepers up to limits or more. We're throwing stuff back. But the people that are online, sorry, they're just catching left and right. The people that are online saying, it sucks, there's no lobsters right now, change the season, we need to do something. Absolutely not. Take advantage of it. Fish lobster hoop all season long. You will catch them if you're a member. You'll get all the hot spots, and I mean they are hot spots. You'll catch them all season with them.
And something I'll add to that is, don't stop doing it because you're not catching. Call us. I will help you so much you can't comprehend. You'll see on the community, all the members are saying, Dave answers all our calls, because I do. I want you to be successful. The only thing I get out of you being successful is that joy in my heart. Your $9 will not change what I eat for dinner tonight. I promise you that. It's going to have over 4,000 members on the website. Something I can promise you, though, January 1st, 2020, just go ahead, wait. Kelly wants you to wait because the price, because it's a proven product, and there's no reason for you to be giving away all this great information for now. You get it out, you're going to be in. The price will never go up. But just Kelly girl wants you to wait because she's already picked out all the stuff she wants at Sephora. So, but you're all going to be on it. Everyone will be on it that fishes. Because why? The very first thing you need when you leave to go fishing is information. You got to, I don't care, you got to get it from somebody. All of us call somebody to find out what's going on before we take our people out fishing. We want to know what the water clarity is, what the conditions are, what could possibly happen, how do we want to fish, and what. All those things are accessible at your saltwater guide. You cannot believe it until you see it. You got to go look, and I give you a free look. Call me, text me, send me your email, 949-374-0786. Steve, Justin, thank you very much. We're getting out of here. I'm going to go fish, go catch some calicos. It's my favorite fish in the whole wide world. You guys can all go catch those big, dumb bluefin. Any booger eater can catch a bluefin. out there.